One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Wake your ass up, fool. John Jay and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John Jay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John Jay and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
John Jay and Rich. It's Tuesday, December 17th. Boy, we're in the middle of December. It's freaking
Wild.
nuts. You can call us at 877-937-1047. You can text us, text JJR, whatever your message is, to 96893. We'll call you back or read your text on the air. It's easy right now to call 877-937-1047. I was on social media last night. I like to check on, see what's going on with everybody on the show. And I saw Peyton. I was like, what is that? Who's she tagging? It was like weird, and it was like a makeup person. And I was like, what are you doing? What did you do?
I had a photo shoot yesterday, which was very fun, but I am so beat and drained from my day yesterday. Like, it's not even funny. Like, my social battery is completely drained.
No.
But yeah, I had a photo shoot yesterday, and that was really fun, and it was really cool, and I was really happy because anytime I, go and get my makeup professionally done, I have realized I've been going to the same guy. His name's Adam, and every time I go to him, it just solidifies the fact that this man is going to be doing my makeup on my wedding day. Like, I just am obsessed with the way that he makes my face look. So it's kind of like how people, have their hair girl, or Kyle, how you have your photographer that you go to every year for your holiday things. So I found my makeup artist, and I'm pretty happy about that.
What's different about this makeup for you?
I look like myself.
That's good.
I look like myself, just prettier.
Yeah, Kyle's got the camera person, the photographer. She's got her hair person, too.
Yeah.
I got my IV person.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yeah.
It's a
Wait,
thing.
so what was the photo shoot for? Like, when you say I had a photo shoot, like, what does that mean? Like,
So-
how does that not involve us? Because we're a big team and we would all have a photo shoot together.
We do.
Like,
We love pictures.
Kind of glad we didn't have a photo shoot.
I know, but I'm just
yesterday,
curious. Like,
not
being
gonna
like,
lie.
hey guys, I'll see you at the photo shoot later today. I'm like, what photo shoot? What are you talking about?
No. There's a reason. So I'm kind of excited, but I'm really nervous about it. But on my Instagram, I am doing a big Christmas giveaway. And I've kind of partnered up with a bunch of local businesses and am basically going to do this big giveaway for the next week.
What kind of stuff?
A lot of stuff. I have my mom donated a basket for her business, and it's $100 in fast food gift cards,
So
which
did
I
you-
was like, that's a good
That's a
one.
good
Is
one.
this something you put together yourself?
Yeah, it's something that I
just
had-
want people to go to my Instagram and I want to give stuff away?
Yeah,
That's
kind
fun.
of. And just obviously there's a little bit of a payoff because you have to follow me on Instagram to win.
Yeah, but when did you come up with this idea? Like,
A
this is
couple weeks ago,
But how come
maybe?
this is the first time we're hearing of you putting together
because
an
I'm
idea?
really
I've heard about
nervous
it.
about it. And I told Kyle
okay,
I
well.
directly, but I'm really nervous about it. I'm really nervous about the whole thing.
So are you calling it something?
I don't really have a name, no.
So you got your mom's got a bunch of fast food gift cards.
Yeah,
What else?
And then I have Hash Kitchen donated a gift card. The Hot Chick donated a gift card. The Mint Dispensaries donated this huge basket. The Bodega on Central donated this massive basket with all of these crazy things of exotic snacks, and it's really cool.
We
It's,
went in.
Yeah, it's actually
We wanna
going
give away
to be
stuff.
a really amazing thing. And I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous that it's going to tank and nobody's going to enter my giveaway.
Oh,
and
no.
it's going to be a major fail.
People will
No,
be
they're
there.
good prizes. You're definitely
They
going
are.
to
we
be
have
successful.
that John Jay and I would like to dedicate to your thing. It's a retro prize. We
Okay.
have the greatest hits compact discs collection
I would love
from the John
that.
Jay and Rich that are
Come
sitting in my
on.
garage, and I will give you plenty
Actually, we
of them.
can't do that
That's
because those can get us canceled nowadays.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be the hottest
Better listen to
gift.
those first.
That's so funny.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm really nervous. So, yeah, if you want to win a giveaway, go follow me on Instagram because there's some pretty good ones. Like a
Just
gas
like
card,
the-
$100 in gas. Who doesn't want
That's
that?
pretty
Okay.
good.
Does one person win all of that or different people win different things?
So my one plan was I was going to do one big giveaway on Christmas Day. And that one person was going to be able to win all of these amazing prizes. But then I think I got a little too ahead of myself, and then I got too many people on board, and I felt like, okay, it's doing a little much asking people to follow like 20 different people on Instagram at once. Like, I feel like that's overkill. I don't think I would do that personally. So then I chopped it up, and I'm doing 7 different giveaways with like 3 or 4 different businesses. So 7 different people had the opportunity to win.
I
Wow.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. I think it's the TV show Kyle's watching. It's called No Good Deed.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means no good deed goes undone, which means something's going to backfire on this. Yes, it will.
No.
Someone's not going to be happy.
You're just making her more nervous,
because I've been doing giveaways on our radio show. I was just in the hallway. I was just in the hallway talking to a guy that works at another radio station because one of their listeners messaged me and said they want a prize on that station and they haven't heard from him. And asked me if I can get a hold of him. And you're giving away 75 prizes on your
Listen.
Instagram.
Times are rough. If you can win a lot of your Christmas presents on Peyton's Instagram, I think
I agree.
That's pretty good
But
stuff.
I'm nervous. I've been sick to my stomach about it, and I was breaking out in hives last night because I was so stressed. This thing has taken over my life.
And
literally.
what's the photo shoot? You with all the products?
Yeah, basically. And just having fun in my little cutie Santa onesie.
Right on.
So,
Cute.
All right.
Well, that's creative, Peyton.
thanks. I'm just, social media is big. We got to put all our marbles there. So.
So when does the contest start?
My first prize or first giveaway will be on this Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
Looking at the calendar, the 19th.
The 19th.
All right. And your Instagram? So
On
people
my
can follow.
Instagram.
Which is?
It's Peyton Whitmore, PaytonWhitmore.
All right. Good luck. Kyle, let's go to 3 things you need to know.
I'll tell you the airline that is attempting to stop lost bags and how they're going to do it next with John Jay and Rich.
Here we go. I wake up with them. Get up. John Jay and Rich.
Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
Okay, this is absolutely tragic. I'm sure you heard about it. It's all over social media. It's been all over the news. Tragically, a 15-year-old female school shooter gunned down students and teachers before taking her own life in Wisconsin early yesterday. Her alleged manifesto has been circling on social media, although police say they haven't been able to verify that it's authentic. As of just last night, 2 people were still fighting for their lives in a hospital after the shooting. Now, you've also probably seen on social media all these mysterious drones that have been all over the country worrying people. Are they UFOs? Are they aliens? Are they from an enemy country? What are these things? Nobody knows. Or do they? President-elect Trump actually held a news conference yesterday and commented on the drone situation.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. They know where it came from and where it went. Our military knows and our president knows. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should.
Now, if you believe reality star Bethany Frankel, formerly of Real Housewives of New York or New Jersey.
She's got the answers.
She's got the answer. She's the credible news source, right? She
I think she's right.
claims she has a friend in the Pentagon that said the drones actually belong to us in the United States.
Well, it's funny when you say drones, I think of, the drone I've seen before, like a spider, those.
Yeah.
But when I see the video footage, they look like these circles of something
they
that
look
like spaceships.
Maybe alien UFOs.
Yeah.
They're big. They're about
so
8 feet
why
long.
are they being called drones? I feel like once you get to a certain size, you shouldn't be a drone anymore
You're just aircraft?
because it's big.
Well, they even say, please
question.
don't shoot them down yourselves, because people are like, we'll shoot them down, we'll take them down. Well, they say, a lot of those could be being flown by actual people, so don't do that. But Bethany Frankel's person said that they think that what they're doing is they're around nuclear places. They're actually trained to sniff for radiation, and the government's not prepared to tell you about whether they found that or not, because they're doing a pretty important exercise. So they're like, nothing to see here, not a threat.
Right. So that's that for now. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see if they do tell us eventually what they exactly are. But a lot of experts have said that if they were from an enemy country or they were shady, our government would have already shot them down for us. So a lot of women believe that taking the pill makes them gain weight, yet researchers supposedly haven't been able to find a link. Although researchers at Yale School of Medicine did discover a link between weight gain and a common form of hormonal contraception, containing progestins. This is huge because it's like, we're not crazy. We knew when we started taking the pill, we started gaining weight, and they've been saying all along, there really isn't a correlation, but it's like, there is. So there you go. And everybody's body is so different, and of course it depends on the type. There's many different types of birth control pills and whatnot, so it really just depends. But just know that you are validated and heard, and yes, the pill might have actually made you gain weight. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Time for Peyton's predictions. What's the vibe today, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you how your zodiac sign spreads holiday cheer.
877-937-1047 to get your sign read. Good morning, Michelle. What's your sign?
Hey, good morning, Taurus.
Okay, so for my Taurus, you guys are the cozy Christmas curator. Taurus, you guys bring all of the vibes all of the time. You have the fluffiest blankets and the best Christmas candles, and they're just going to invite you over for a snack board night or maybe a movie marathon with all of the classics. So like Elf, The Grinch, all that kind of stuff. That's right up your alley.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle. Have a great day.
Thank you, too.
How about for Pisces?
Yeah, Rich is my Pisces. Richie, for you this holiday season, you are the holiday dreamer. Pisces, you spread cheer by romanticizing the holidays. You get lost in those sparkly lights and the snowfall and those cheesy Christmas movies. And then you're going to pull into your dreamy, cozy world where you're the friend who just makes people stop and appreciate all of the little moments. So you're kind of the one curled up on the couch whispering like, this feels like a Christmas movie.
It's true.
That's you.
Even my total trash friends from where I grew up, my boys, we talk about the Hallmark Christmas movies a lot. There's a text thread where we talk about them all.
That's funny.
We got a text from a 541 number, Corinne. She's an Aries. She'd like to know what her horoscope
Yeah.
is.
All right, Corinne. So for Aries, you are the holiday hype machine. So Aries, you're the friend blasting Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You in November with no shame. So they're the type to throw on an ugly sweater, organize the Christmas party, and hype everyone up in the group chat with we need matching PJs this year. So kind of think elf energy mixed with someone who films their entire friend group. Chaos for TikTok.
And how about Libras?
Yeah, Kyle is my Libra. So for Libras, you are the aesthetic ambassador this holiday season. Libra, you are going to turn the holidays into an aesthetic masterpiece. You will be the first to plan a matching PJ photo shoot for your friends or decorate a room like a Pinterest board come to life. So Libra, you spread cheer by bringing beauty into the season, and you're the one posting what you wore to holiday parties TikTok, with the soundtrack being Santa Baby.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. That's a good song.
Virgo?
Yeah, John J., my Virgo, you are the holiday helper. So Virgo, you spread cheer this holiday season by being behind the scenes Christmas hero. You're going to help organize the holiday party, fix the lights no one else can untangle, and ensure everyone's gifts are wrapped to perfection. So you're the friend with a color-coded spreadsheet for Secret Santa and matching mugs for the squad, which I disagree with because you still don't know who your Secret Santa person is. We do that in like 2 days.
Right.
You know, I've always wanted to be the color-coordinated guy and have that like in my brain, but there's no way I would ever do it. That's the thing with the little tabs and
That's a
stuff.
cool little goal.
What about for you for Leo?
Yeah, Leos, we are the holiday headliner. So Leo, we spread cheer by making the holidays just a production. We're going to throw the most extra party, wear the sparkliest outfit, and lead the caroling at karaoke because we've been practicing Last Christmas all year. So Leo, we're going to remind everyone to have fun, and we're the friend who yells, we need to slay, it's Christmas, and post the best group pictures.
Totally.
That fits nicely.
Yeah.
You know, you said Last Christmas, that's the George Michael song,
Yeah.
Wham. You know, that's they said the number 2 saddest Christmas song? I had no idea it was a sad song. I just like singing
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's real sad.
I had no
Yeah, it is
idea.
pretty
It gave-
when you
gave-
listen to the words.
Huh?
Yeah, when you listen to the words.
I don't
it's
listen to
kinda
words. I just
sad.
sing along.
I gave you my heart and you gave it away.
Do you know what the
Terrible.
number 1 sad Christmas song was?
Blue Christmas.
Blue Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, I cry every single year.
I had
when-
no idea that was a sad song either.
I'll have a blue Christmas
I
without
thought it meant
you.
like I never
just
listened
thinking
to
of color coordination.
I never listened to the words.
That's in the beginning of the year without a Santa Claus, and then
Oh,
I cry like a
so
baby
sad.
every time.
I think that song makes me more, this is Elvis, than, it's a
yeah.
sad song. You know? Anyway.
Still sad.
If we didn't get to your sign there, I'll post it on our website. Kyle this morning was talking about drones. Here's the newest Christmas song, by the way.
I'll see drones this Christmas in Jersey and Washington, D.C.
This is my house right here.
Here
comes Amazon, here comes Amazon delivery the next day. Poor old Santa Claus is without a job. Bezos likes it that way.
We got a package yesterday, so I told you my wife's got all this stuff coming for Christmas, right? And there's Amazon packages coming for Christmas. There's Amazon packages coming for the kids in foster care, so we're not allowed to touch anything. A package came last night, and I grabbed it. I go, hey, there's a package, and I picked it up, and she goes, oh, you can go ahead and open it. I go, why can't I open it? It has your name on it. And she goes, because your present came in. I already know. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, okay. So I'm ready to rip it open to be like, oh, and her to go, no, my God, why'd you open it? And I rip it open and it's a bunch of dude wipes that I ordered.
Christmas gift.
Merry Christmas.
That came just in time.
Oh my God, this is the best Christmas ever. All right.
Johnny and Rich.
Good morning, Donnie. Thanks for holding.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
What's up?
Hey, so, I was heading back on a flight home in a pretty chill mood, in a good mood. Nothing out of the ordinary, and I was a little tired, so I just put on a movie on my iPad. I was enjoying, just looking forward to enjoying it during the flight. It's worth noting there was this really, really, really cute girl who ended up sitting next to me on the flight. I wasn't being weird. I wasn't trying to, strike up any conversation she didn't want to have, but anyway, I was minding my own business, watching the movie. All of a sudden, everyone on the plane starts clapping, right? So I didn't want to be impolite. I'm sure, the flight attendant or the pilot said something uplifting or what, you know how it is. So naturally, I'm gonna clap back. I don't want to be rude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after a moment, I just, I was curious. So I turned to the cute girl next to me, and I'm asking, so wait, what happened? Why is everyone clapping? And she gives me one of the weirdest looks I've ever received in my entire life. And then I looked down at the movie and I realized the applause was coming from my headphones. It was coming from the movie. So here I am. Yeah, just clapping like an idiot.
So you joined in on the clapping. You joined in. So out of nowhere, some lunatic in the middle of Southwest flights clapping.
That's right.
Yeah! Whoa!
God bless America.
That's hilarious.
Win, Rocky, win.
You're not going to marry that girl. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I was mortified. I didn't say nothing. So.
She's like, what are you talking about?
She's like, you're the weird one over here clapping by yourself.
That's like, everybody's got. I think everybody's got one of those, okay, I'm stupid moments in their life, right? That was yours.
Yeah.
At least one.
Pretty much. Yeah. I think I said, oh, and then that's all I could come up with.
I think the audio thing like that with headphones or cell phone or music on or whatever happens a lot. Where you hear something and you're like, what the hell is that? Oh, God, it's coming out of my phone. Mm-hmm. And I have it all like in my back pocket or something. Mm-hmm. But doing it on an airplane with 150 people and clapping.
I thought it was nuts.
That is hilarious. Especially, hopefully the plane was about to land when you discovered this.
Do you mind if I get off first quickly?
All right, Donnie, thanks for calling in, dude. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Rich, what do you got for life hacks?
It's going to be a busy travel time starting this week. How do you sit on a plane to avoid the most turbulence? The hack.
Stacks and Hacks coming up next with John Jay and Rich.
Want to talk or throw some shade?
Oh, yeah. Call John Jay and Rich, 877-937-1047.
Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information, and Rich has life hacks. Peyton, how do you eat a candy cane?
With the loop around my finger. So
You start with the bottom part.
Yes, the bottom part.
America is divided. 54% of people start with the straight end, which is, I think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
30% start with the curved end, and 16% of people break it apart and eat the pieces.
If you start with the curve end, I can't trust you.
Yeah, that's just weird.
I'm okay if you break it all and you just, kind of work part of it at a time.
This
then
story,
I don't really care.
Next story is for Kyle, because I know you're a big fan of the royal family. Picture this. Did you see the story that happened?
I don't know which story you're about.
So you got no story on the royal family, anything that has to do with anything in Buckingham Palace? Okay. A Buckingham Palace maid, someone who works there, was arrested after a drunken brawl broke out at a Christmas party, a work Christmas party.
They get rowdy over
I
there.
did not hear that.
You may have had roommates who've stolen your food, but have you ever argued with a partner, husband or wife, for stealing stuff you set aside for yourself? A couple on the internet is fighting because a wife keeps eating her husband's persimmons. And isn't that the fruit I brought up? A persimmon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I get it, man. Those things are good.
That's the story of my life. Anytime I have pasta salad and I leave my pasta salad in the fridge, my boyfriend Kadeem eats all of the pasta out of my pasta salad, and then I'm just left with the veggies, the not good stuff.
Okay, but also you did tell me that he left an outfit out for himself and you just wore it that day.
No way. You guys wear the same clothes?
He gets so mad because I wear all of his clothes. Kyle's right. He was so mad at me one day because he literally laid out a hoodie and a shirt and socks and sweatpants to wear to work, and I wake up before him.
That is so funny.
That's kind of amazing, though.
Oh, that's cute outfit. She's like, it's Kadeem's. He laid it out for himself this morning and I took it.
Even the socks, everything?
Yeah, I took everything. We don't wear the same shoes, obviously, but yeah, we wear the same.
Did he call you? What's up?
Oh yeah, he was not happy. He was like, why would you do that?
The Guinness World Record for the most lights on a residential property is 601,736 lights.
Wow.
A family in New York got that record a decade ago with an epic display spread across 2 acres. There's a research done on what Christmas traditions would we like to get rid of. What do you think is number one? Very topical.
Christmas caroling.
Yes.
No. When was the last time? That's not
topical.
I feel like that's gone. I don't Christmas Carol. Christmas music's number 5. Number 4 is Secret Santa.
Aw.
Number 3 is gift giving in general.
You're breaking Kyle's heart here.
Number,
all these things.
Number 2 is ugly Christmas sweaters. The number one thing that we want to get rid of a Christmas tradition, sending Christmas cards.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing. Like, I don't ever care about getting the mail except for during Christmas time and oh, we got another card and you get to open it up, see the pictures. It's great.
A new survey asked people for their go-to responses when they receive something they don't like for Christmas. You're too kind. What a great present. What a thoughtful present. Oh, you shouldn't have. I really appreciate this. I love it. The number one thing, thank you for thinking of me.
Oh, that's good. You shouldn't have kind of almost seems mean, though, because you shouldn't have.
I just go, oh, man, why'd you get me this?
Yeah, John Jay doesn't hold back.
When you guys do get like gifts that you don't want, and it's like, say it's like from your family, right? Do you say, can you take this back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do the same thing.
Oh, no.
Man, did you get a receipt?
Can you take this back?
Well, I'll take it back. I'll be like, you have the receipt? Like, we'll talk about it. If my brother gives me something, I'll be like, this isn't my vibe. I'll take the cash.
Yeah.
For a long time, my family would get me like decor for my apartment, and I would keep it in a special place. And when they came to visit, I would put it out. And then when they left, I would put it back
That's
away.
so shady, Richie.
It's not shady. It's respecting them, but I don't really want to see it when they're not there.
I feel that. That's the nice Pisces in you.
Yeah.
What do you got for life hacks?
Okay, traveling is happening right now. In fact, my kid Audrey jumps on a plane to come back home from college this Saturday. And we were talking about where to sit on the plane because turbulence coming back. Peyton, you and I experienced it on the way back from Texas, right? When we're flying all around Texas. Turbulence is terrible. And if you're one of those people that gets prone to motion sickness, you should know the best place to sit on a plane is in the middle, right in front of or behind the wing. This spot is being known for the least affected by turbulence. You feel it more at the front of the back of the plane. Little tip for you when you book your next ticket. That tip and many more can be found at johnjayanrich.com.
Even when the show is over, we just keep talking. And now you can hear it. Listen to the John Jay and Rich Afterwards podcast on iHeartRadio or on iTunes.
Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You know that thing about wanting to be invited but not wanting to go?
That's the story of John Jay right there.
Story of my life. Like, there's certain things, though, that I think in my life, I go, oh, that would be cool to go, but I don't really want to go. And I got invited somewhere this morning, and it's really cool. It's nowhere ever in a million years I'd want to go by myself, but I feel kind of cool that I got invited. Do you know what I mean? I think it's really, really cool. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I got invited to Burning Man.
Oh, interesting.
Do you know what Burning Man is, Kyle?
Festival? Yep.
Do you know what it is?
It's a music festival.
I don't think so. I don't know what it is.
I
don't
thought
think
it was a music
I don't think it's a
festival.
music festival. I think it's an art festival.
Yeah, there's
Art?
music there.
Like that.
But it's not like a Coachella.
No, it's more, a little more.
And they burn something.
Yeah, at the end of it, but there's music there.
I don't know what it is. I just always heard about it. Never, like, I know what Coachella is, Burning Man, don't know. I just know it's always been cool.
And then they burn the guy at the end.
Everybody I know that's ever been is really cool. And I got invited.
Burning Man is a week-long, large-scale desert event focused on community, art, self-expression, and self-reliance.
Sounds freaky.
Sounds cool.
Right?
A week, though? How long would you have to be there?
Oh,
Have to
I don't know.
camp
I didn't.
overnight?
The invitation. Here's where they lost me. Click here to get your RV.
Pass.
No thanks.
There is music. We collect musicians into groups, give them a chance to practice with each other, and then spread them around the great circle with the fire conclave.
Okay.
On the night to burn.
I've seen this movie
To
before.
fill the air with music. Yeah. Are you going to go be in a...
This reminds me of like Midsummer. It's the vibe it's giving me.
So yesterday, you want to hear something? I'm going to share something with you totally terrible. I debated whether I should bring it up on the air, but it's a true story. And some of the story that I'm about to tell you has never really come up on the air, I don't think. So yesterday, I was going to go meet my buddy to go hiking, right? 12:45, meet at his house to go hiking. I'm leaving the gym where my doctor is, and she says, hey, and I'm like, I don't want to be late. I like to be, and it's a 10-minute drive. So I knew that I had to be out of there by 10:35 to be at his house, 10:35 to 12:45. And at 12:30, she's like, there's somebody here that would like to say hi to you. Would you mind saying hi to them? I'm like, no problem. And this person is getting into a hyperbaric chamber. So they're like on a gurney. And I walk in and say hi. And the guy just had spinal fusion surgery, right? And he's on a gurney. And he listens to the show. And he works for Parker & Sons. And he's a real nice guy. And he's been to my house before, right? So we said hi to him. And then my doctor says, here's his wife. Say hi to his wife. And I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And then my doctor says, tell him the story of your baby to the woman. She goes, oh, our son, he's 13 years old. She goes, now keep in mind, now I'm getting anxiety because I know I have to be somewhere by 12:45. And they're really nice people and I want to meet them. She goes, 14 years ago, we were listening to you guys on the show. We listen every day. And you guys were talking about your intern, Brad. And she's like, I'm pregnant and we don't know what to name our son. And Brad, an intern, Peyton, great guy. And I called him Maverick. I said, you look like Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, good looking guy. Mm-hmm. So they were listening and they were like, that's it. We're going to name our son Maverick.
Oh, wow.
And so our son is 13. His name is Maverick. And he's 13 and like going to become a pilot in pilot school already.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Right? So I'm like, oh, that's awesome, man. So the dad's in the gurney, about to be put in a hyperbaric chamber. The mom's sitting in a chair. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be, it's 12:39. I have to be there in 7 minutes, and I am 10 minutes away. And I go, oh man, that's great. I go, oh, you know what happened to Brad? You guys know what happened to Brad.
Yeah, very much so.
And they're like, what happened to Brad? I'm like, he was working on his car in the garage, and the jacks fell, and the car landed on him and crushed him, and he died.
Yeah.
Right?
So
And they both look at me, and I was like, oh, and I'm like, anyway, I'm sure your son will be fine. Because, they touch everything.
gosh.
And then I was like, okay, I got to go. And I walk out with my doctor, and she's walking me out, and she goes, you probably didn't have to tell that part of the story.
Yeah, no.
And I go, no.
You could have just said
Probably
congratulations.
not. Yeah, but I was like in a hurry.
Like, what made you think that would end
Because
it?
they tied it to Brad. They named the kid because of Brad. They named him
Well,
Maverick.
as soon as you said that, I got all the feels.
Right.
I would have probably had to say, what a great tribute, and that would have probably led
I
to the
should have.
story.
I don't speak like you, Rich.
No, I know.
I would have never in a million years said, what a great tribute. But I said, you know what? If I'm going to wait until I see them again, what a great tribute.
They
Yeah.
probably want to avoid you now. They're like, this dude's Debbie Downer
Tell me
over
about
here
it, man.
about the kid.
Tell me about it.
This is like what we used to do, John Jay Rains on your parade. You tell John Jay something good, and he'll tell you why it's not so good.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. I feel terrible.
It keeps you up at night. Are you waking up in the middle of the night thinking about that? Because that would keep me up at night.
Well, it only happened last night, so no.
okay.
It happened yesterday, no. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to keep me up. I'm so deep sleep deprived. I had to sleep during the night. Nothing. Except my sleep apnea mask last night was leaking air, and my wife started poking me at 10 o'clock. That's annoying.
That's fun to wake up to. That's pleasant.
That's annoying for you.
Yes.
That she woke up because it was annoying to her.
But I don't hear it. I got there's
Of course not. You
it
got
comes out of the side of
You got
I
your
guess.
noise-canceling earphones on and your Darth Vader mask on. You're not hearing anything.
Hairphones.
You need to get your wife like a million Christmas presents for just dealing with you year round.
You basically need to do what Travis Kelce did for Taylor Swift's birthday, but for
God.
Blake for Christmas.
Speaking of shopping, tell us, Kyle, about the experience you had with your kids shopping for the angel tree.
It wasn't a great experience.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, I thought it was.
I mean, no. Well, it was a great experience because I'm trying to you try to teach your kids to be good people, right? And for me, part of being a good person is giving back, and doing what you can do to help others around you when you can.
You do that all the time.
And apparently I don't do a good enough job of that. I realized because shopping with my kids we picked 2 hearts off of the angel tree. So we had 2 kids, and I thought it would hit home to my kids more if they were kids that were their ages.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a 10-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy. And Easton was like, but I'm 7. And I was like, who cares?
This already is not going well.
Some presents.
Did you say who cares like that wearing a Grinch sweater?
So we start shopping, and it's like, they start off good because in the car I give them this speech like, listen, we're very blessed that you are going to have presents under the Christmas tree this year. But these kids, these hearts, they don't even have parents. They're part of the foster care system. They don't even have parents. They don't have presents that are coming under the Christmas tree. So we want to spread some joy and give them maybe a little Christmas joy. Okay. And they were like, that's really sad. So it kind of hit them. And so we started off the shopping experience. It was great. They were picking out things that they thought these kids would like, that they kind of like. And then the more we're in the store, the more our kids are like, well, can I have this? And I'm like, nope, remember, we're not shopping for ourselves today. We're shopping for other people. Oh, okay. Well, can I have this? And I'm like, no, we're not shopping for ourselves today. We're shopping for other people. Remember, other people that aren't going to get gifts. Well, can you just take a picture of it so that I can put it on my list later? I'm like, you guys.
But that's how it starts. Now you're teaching them now. They're still very, very young.
Right.
I mean, that's the age to teach. It's perfect.
Oh, no, the moment actually came about. We're almost done. We have a few more items left. And Easton starts doing his thing where he turns from a 7-year-old into a 2-year-old. And he starts his body gets all heavy and slumps down.
Every
and he's
parent knows that.
I don't like shopping for other people. And I'm like, that's why we need to do it more. That right there is why we need to do it more. You're just showing me a mirror and I'm doing it all wrong.
My son Jake was supposed to drop off all those presents yesterday to DCS yesterday. Yeah. And Blake goes, she goes, yeah, Jake's going to drop off all the stuff. I go, great. I come home. She texts me. She goes, I'm going to do it tomorrow morning because he's sick. I go, he's sick? I come home. He's on the couch watching TV eating a Subway sandwich. I go, you sick? Like, no. What? I thought you were supposed to drop off the stuff. Oh, yeah. So she's doing it right now.
OMG.
All right, let's switch gears. I got second date update. I think Lynn is on the line. Lynn, so what's going on with you?
Oh, I have a great second date update because I'm the one who should be ghosting him, and he should not be ghosting me.
Ooh, okay. All right, second date update is next with John, Jane, Rich.
When I was young, I fell in love. We used to hold hands, man, that was enough.
He used to meet me on the east side.
She used to meet me on the east side in the city with the sun on set.
It was supposed to be the start of a beautiful relationship, but somebody screwed it all up. Second date update right now with John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich, time for second date update. Good morning, Lynn.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. So second date's about you going out with somebody. You met somebody somehow on an app or at a restaurant or church, wherever you meet people nowadays. You go out on a date, you have a good time. You expect there to be a second date, and there isn't. Can you tell us what happened to you?
So I thought that I hit it off with this guy, right? I thought that we hit it off together. It wasn't just from my side. I felt like there was something going on between us. And he wasn't, I think it kind of took me by surprise because he's not my typical go-to. Like, he's not athletic, if you know what I mean. And you know, but there was something about him that I was like, let me give this guy a chance. So I actually asked him for his number, which was a little bit, you know, not always not something I do. And we were texting, I don't know, for a while. And then we met up and he took me to this like neighborhood mom and pop Italian restaurant, like authentic Italian restaurant. And we had a really good time. And so again, I don't know what happened. I thought it went, I mean, it was basically like, I don't know, couldn't gone any better from my end. So I don't know what's going on.
So where'd you meet him that you asked him for his number?
At a bar.
Oh.
You know, like you do.
So how is he blowing you off? Just not returning your messages or your texts, or not showing up somewhere? Did he ghost you?
Right. So, you know, he's not responding to my texts.
Okay.
So I don't literal zero response. So I haven't called him because I felt like that was a little aggressive. But yeah, he's not responding to my texts at all. So maybe he lost his phone. I don't know.
How is this not more aggressive?
I was going to say, I kind of love how not calling him isn't aggressive, but this is.
Touche, Pin.
How long ago was his date?
This was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right, what's his name?
His name is Robbie.
All right, we're going to get Robbie on the phone, find out why he's blowing you off. Second It Update continues next with John, Jay, and Rich. John, Jay, and Rich in the middle of Second It Update. Lynn met Robbie at a bar, asked him for a phone number. They went out to date at an Italian restaurant. That's it. She hasn't heard from him since. Happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I have no other inkling. I have no clue what's going on.
There was no makeout session. There was no nudity. There was nothing like that, right?
No, but I mean, that's part of what made it kind of hot because I was like, oh, well, let's keep this going. And, you know, the tension was building a little bit, I felt.
Okay, let's call him up.
Hello?
Hey, is Robbie there?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, yay. My name is Peyton. I'm with John, Jay, and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio station really quickly if you have some free time.
Yeah. Okay. About?
Well, kind of about how you meet people nowadays. You know, like it's really rare to meet somebody in the old school way, you know, at a bar, at a club, at a restaurant. Everyone's always meeting people on dating apps. And we got a call that kind of stands out a little bit because it's a woman that met you at a bar, went on a date with you, and now she says you're ghosting her. And so we were kind of like, I wonder why he's blowing her off. So we thought we would just call you and help her out by getting the information from you directly. Talking about Lynn, Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened?
I know. Well, hey, look, she's a sweet girl, funny, but a little weird. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a little weird.
Do you want to explain that?
Well, I mean, okay, so it just got weird. She brought her pet bearded dragon to the date, and she was like sneaking food like to him during the date. Like literally, I mean, I'm not kidding you. She literally had it in her purse. And at first she was trying to hide it. And then I caught her, and then she admitted it and basically said it was like her kid. And told me like, when I was like, well, why did you bring a bearded dragon or whatever it is? Like a dragon, a reptile to the... She's like, well, you wouldn't leave your kid at home by themselves.
She's right. You wouldn't.
You would, with a babysitter, maybe.
You know, you would think that she would bring that up when she was explaining
I was thinking the same
us.
thing. Like,
I brought my iguana with me.
that could probably
and
be
it was
the
in
reason.
the purse.
So wait a minute, Roddy. So what? Ghosting is the answer then?
Yes.
People keep their dogs in their purses. Why isn't that?
Hey, Lynn.
Why? I mean, it's weird that you texted me. Like, why can't you just text me back and talk to me about it? It's also it's just like a dog.
Okay, calm down. Okay, so I would have also ghosted if you brought a dog to the date. Okay, you were literally feeding the dragon spaghetti. First of all, I don't think.
Oh my gosh!
I wasn't feeding. I was not. I didn't order spaghetti. I was having penne. It's just spaghetti that was way too messy.
I think she's fun.
Oh my gosh!
But if I'm going on Lynn's defensive side, right, or if I'm gonna be on her side, if she brings the bearded dragon everywhere, then it's probably not a conversation pointer, right?
Like she didn't even bring up.
Think twice
No,
about
it
it.
probably
Robbie met
is.
her child.
Everyone probably goes, "What is that?" Like Lynn, you had to have, you
let me tell
had
you
to have
something.
known he would either be caught off guard about it or wanted to be like, "What's up with that?" It's kind of an unusual pet to bring out
It
and
is.
about.
My cousin has a German Shepherd they rescued, and that German Shepherd they can't leave alone because it goes nuts and tears things apart or it hurts itself. So they got it. They took it to classes and made it a therapy dog, and now that dog they go to the movies, they go everywhere with that dog because they can't leave it alone, right? So with that though, it's a therapy dog, and they also, if they're married already, if you were dating somebody, you'd say, "Hey, I have to tell you something. I've got this therapy iguana, and I have to take it with me to the dinner." And that way he'd be like, "Oh, that's random, but okay, bring it." Not all of a sudden you're putting food in your purse.
Like, where's all this food
You see this
going?
giant tongue come out.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, listen, I get my bearded dragon is not going to tear up my house. He's very sweet, and if no one understands, if you don't understand my relationship with him, with Brian, then it maybe
Brian?
this won't work out.
The
you know?
dragon's name is
His name
Brian.
is Brian?
Brian.
Don't you think
Yeah,
though?
his name is Brian.
You guys, the bearded dragon's name is Brian.
I feel like Lynn and Brian are going to meet a different dude who maybe he's got his own little Brian, and like it'll work out perfectly. Like there is somebody out there for you, Lynn. It just doesn't
you
seem like
think
Robbie's.
bearded dragons are gray or gay and gray?
What? I didn't say it either.
You said he'd have his own little Brian.
Yeah, he does his own little, like this. Maybe
Yeah.
another guy's got a little bearded dragon too, and he takes him everywhere.
Right, but then they'd be together.
No,
Brian
they'd
and
be
Brian.
brothers.
Oh, they'd be
Right.
brothers?
Stepbrothers.
Oh, look at it that
Or
way.
father and son. Why does it have to?
Father and son.
Sure,
talking about
that is-
these- Brian has
because
more
her
of, like,
little
a
Brian is like her
paternal
baby.
She said Brian has a paternal vibe. Linda, I think Kyle's right. I think you go find someone else with another bearded dragon. That's
Yeah, there's
crazy.
lots of reptile dudes out there. They
I mean,
would be down with that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Or just somebody who understands, you know?
All right, so Robbie, do you want to go out with her again?
Listen, I'm not into it to date a woman and a bearded dragon. I was just looking for a date, so I'm going to have to say no.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, she's too good looking for you anyway, from what we understand.
I'm sure.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks, both of you, for going on air with us.
This was a treat for us.
Thank you.
All right. Peace out. It's a weird second aid update. John Jane Rich.
I searched that fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I think I know.
It's John Jane Rich. Every year around this time, we get into people that hate their customers. Because, right, everyone's shopping. There's rude people at retail. We want you to call us at 877-937-1047 and tell us why you hate your customers. Now, meanwhile, there's a list circulating online of the perfect jobs for people who hate people.
Oh, interesting.
Think about that. Think about people who hate people and think about what do you think is a perfect job, Kyle?
Like like working remote.
Yes, working remote is up here. Number 15 on this list, which could be number 1, is an assassin.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Because you're
because then you
eliminating
just
people.
kill them.
You don't like them anyway. I would
my
say like
gosh.
some kind of data entry where you don't have to deal with people. You're just
Yeah.
dealing with numbers.
That's what I was thinking. Like something where you can fix something, maybe like construction or like auto shop type of
Okay. Commercial truck drivers on the
yeah,
list.
something like that.
That's good.
Rich, no, what you said's not on the list.
No data entry.
After hours commercial cleaner, a handcrafted soap maker. You don't have to deal with people. Locomotive engineer.
Oh, someone who works like with animals, like on a farm.
That's a good one, right? Because you
You
don't
don't really
see
work with people; you're working with the animals.
What was that? Horticulture?
What?
Areas of horticulture.
Yeah, that's farming
Plant
though, right?
production and being an arborist.
Oh yeah.
A
Yeah, work with
radiologist. Radiologist on here. You sit comfortably in a dark room all day by yourself with the occasional physician question or brief phone call to relay a critical result. A commercial truck driver, you're driving is the loneliest thing you can possibly do. A baker, it says, the only con is you have to wake up early. Night shift security guard at a museum. These are for jobs, perfect jobs for people who hate people. Any job that allows you to wear earphones while working. Lighthouse keepers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They seem lonely.
And the number one job for people who hate people, power plant operator. Most of it is sitting in a room at a control panel that auto fixes itself 99% of the time. Power plant operator. 877-937-1047. Nikki Ray, tell us, why do you hate and who do you hate? Why do you hate your customers?
The entitlement. It feels like this time of year because I'm a dog groomer, and we usually book up weeks in advance. So it just, they always call last minute and they're wanting to get in. And, when you can't fit them in, they're like, you sure you can't get me in? I need this time and this day. It's only a 5-pound dog. It'll take an hour.
You're like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, that's usually how it goes. And I'm like, it's usually the little ones that take, the longest because they're so tiny.
And I feel like little dogs can be like vicious sometimes too. Big dogs
They're
too.
jumpy.
But like little ones, they just are like all over the place.
Well, what if the customer pays you more? Will you do it?
If it's a regular customer, I might be willing to work with you. But if it's somebody who's, hit and miss, and then they, just schedule whenever and expect the same thing every time, I'm not really willing to work with that.
Okay. All right. That's a good reason to hate your customers. Thanks for calling in. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
If you have any other ones, shoot us a call. 877-937-1047 or DM at John J. Van Ness. It's John J. and Rich. John J. and Rich. Nothing says the holidays, happy holidays, like open up the phone lines and let us know why you hate your customers.
It's that time of year.
877-937-1047. Nathan, why do you hate your customers?
All right. So I'm a mail carrier out in Queen Creek. And what we hate about our customers is year-round, they order all this stuff on Amazon and other places, and we put it in those parcel lockers, and then they sit in those parcel lockers for weeks. And then the holidays come around, and they do the same thing, and we don't have any parcel lockers that we can use, which makes our days longer because now we have to take the stuff to the door, and we're out here 10, 12, 15 hours during the holidays because people aren't checking their mail and getting their stuff out of the box.
Ooh, you know what?
That's annoying.
One of the mail carriers left my wife a note saying, "This is not a storage locker. Please get your mail."
We have those parcel lockers at our apartment complex, and if you don't pick up your packages within, I think it's 3 or 4 days, then they charge you, and they just tax it on to your account.
Oh,
wow. So that completely I think is a solution to your problem, Nathan. But that's really annoying if people don't have that.
Yep.
Where are you, Nathan, right now? This very second, where are you?
I'm sitting on the side of the road, so I'm not distracted.
I hear your blinker, though. I was curious where you're making a turn.
Oh, no, that's my hazard light.
Oh, smart mail carrier. Safe. Are you delivering mail? Are you in your mail truck?
No, I'm in my personal vehicle.
Can I guess what street you're on in Queen Creek? It sounds like you're either off Rittenhouse or Ellsworth.
Close. I'm on Gansel.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Gansel in distress. All right. Thanks, Nathan. Thank you for listening, brother.
Have a good day.
You too. Monica, tell us, why do you hate your customers? Monica.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Good morning. Oh, my gosh. I hate my customers because I work at a Burlington, and they're just dirty. I don't understand why they come in and just tear apart the store. They bring their whole family, they bring their children, dump them in the toy section, and then go about their business. They take the coats off the racks after trying them on and then throwing them over the top. There's trash everywhere. They will literally look at you in the face because we have to wear badges that say Burlington and just drop whatever they have. Or they'll kick something underneath, dead eye contact.
What the heck?
Oh, my goodness. People, come on. If you treat this way because us employees have to clean it up, I can only imagine what your home looks like.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember the first time I went to a Burlington
And I'm
Coat Factory.
sorry,
It was amazing. I think that store is incredible.
That way. I wish I understood why.
Peyton's
Target doesn't
dad.
get treated that way.
Peyton's dad at the Christmas party the other day, he was wearing that coat. I was like, I love this coat. Where'd you get it? He's like, Burlington.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
We do have some nice stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Monica. Thank you for venting. That's exactly what this is for.
Retail's tough, man, this time of year especially.
Armida, tell us why you hate your customers.
Why I hate my customers? I used to work for an international delivery company. a week before Christmas, they would order gifts for their kids. It's not going to arrive. It comes on a boat, and they call us yelling at us because they want it the same day from another country.
Oh my gosh!
Like, this is kind of
That's not
hello.
going to happen. All the time, back-to-back calls, and that's just with customer service in general. But it's worse around Christmas time.
I bet. That's terrible. Thank you, Armand. Thank you. Heather, why do you hate your customers?
It's not my customers. I just hate dicks. Just a small little story. They forgot 3 security tags on my items I purchased the other day, and I go in there yesterday, find a supervisor. Hey, can you take these off for me quick?
Oh, you mean Dick's Sporting Goods?
Like, what is she
Yeah.
saying?
I thought you were a lesbian.
What?
No, definitely not.
She's like, actually, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm confused for a
You
second.
still
I'm
need
like,
to talk
are
about
we-
security
I
tags.
hate Dick's Sporting Goods. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're following.
This is
Okay.
people who hate their customers, but
Yeah.
you're a customer that hates the
You're,
person.
you're a
that does
customer
this.
that hates the store. Okay, go on. They forgot the tags. You had to go back.
So, yeah, so this grown man comes out of his line and, like, tattles on me that I'm cutting the line. And the supervisor's like, dude, go tattle on someone else. She's not cutting the line. We didn't do our job and taking off these security tags. So, settle down and, like, go back. And he was just, like, throwing a complete tantrum in the line. I was like, is this a joke?
Tough.
So you don't hate the store; you hate the customer in the store.
Yeah.
She's got all kinds of different phone
Correct.
topics she's
Shakes a
calling
lot,
in
shakes a
for.
lot of people.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. I think that is so frustrating when you do leave a store and you still got that tag on that you can't remove.
It's
Oh,
so
my God.
inconvenient. And it's like, it doesn't beep at you, though, right? So you go home and you try to wear your new outfit, and then you have to go back to the store that you go to. It's like, do the scanners even work? Do the
No
scanners
matter
even
where
work?
you got it, that store becomes Dick's.
Yeah.
It was like 3 of them, though. It wasn't just one. Like, okay, I get it, but they were telling me my golf balls might go off when I got out. So it did go off. So I was like, oh, it's the golf balls. He said that. But no, it's fine.
All right, Heather. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
877-937-1047. Call us. Tell us why you hate your customers. We are going to get some entertainment news. We got Frankie Muniz news. We got Jennifer Lopez news. We got a lot of news coming up next. John Jay and Rich.
Don't drunk dial your ex. Drunk dial us. Call our John Jay and Rich drunk dial line 602-888-1933.
Hello, hello. Is there something new with Jennifer Lopez, Kyle Unput?
Always something new with J-Lo.
Always something. What do you got?
She's got a new movie, Unstoppable, and she was doing an interview, and there was a very awkward moment. There's so many layers to the clip that I'm about to play for you because you hear the interviewer, and he insults J-Lo in a weird way, and then kind of like pulls it back and then compliments her, and you hear the reaction in the crowd. You hear someone go, did he really just say that? And then you hear how J-Lo responds, and she responds like a champ.
This will be at least 60 right now, which is get up there. I think what you do in this movie is one of your best performances yet.
It's funny to say that I'm getting up there, and
That's legit, by the way.
it's because I want to say thank you, you guys. Because I've been doing it a long time, and you guys have been here with me, and what a journey this has been. And I honestly feel that the best is yet to come.
What a champ, right? Like, he basically says,
Yeah.
you're old. Like, she's 55, and he's like 60. You're getting up there. Like, and
Sounds
she's like, you know
nervous.
what? You're right. I just want to thank everyone for just being on this extremely long journey with me, and it's been so great. Thank you. Like, I was like, oh, that's a pro right there.
My sister just sent me a DM of Nicole Kidman talking about losing both her parents.
Yeah.
Like it just happened or something.
Yeah, and she actually shared the final words that her mom said to her. And what's crazy about this is it actually ended up becoming life advice for her that now she gives to other people.
The final words my mama said, which I didn't know were going to be the final words, I was going to get on a plane and go back to see her. And she was like, maybe wait a minute, because I think, you just need to take care of yourself right now, Nikki. So I'm doing that more. And I say that to other people in the world, and particularly women, I think. We tend not to take care of ourselves. We'll take care of everybody else, but the last person is here.
I remember my mom's last word to me.
What? Jay.
It was a death rattle. It was
What
terrible.
is wrong with you?
It was terrible.
Why?
It was the worst ever experience of my life. What about her husband, Keith Urban?
Okay, so Keith Urban, he actually shared with Jennifer Hudson a fun little trick that he has if he forgets his own lyrics at his own show.
If I'm singing into the mic and I'm singing, in a straight line, baby, shake the chord.
That is genius!
And I'm like, 1, 2, 2, 2. There it is. All right, we're back. And then by then you're on to the next verse.
I'm taking that.
Just, when all else fails, pretend the microphone's broken.
Kind of brilliant,
And
Keith
he
Urban.
He actually said, I think at one point I thought I got a little too good at doing that because one of his stage, like a person from his crew, brought out a new microphone mid-song. He was like, if I forget any more lyrics, I can't blame it on the microphone because this one apparently works.
Or like in here, then the other one's broken.
Yeah.
Why is Justin Timberlake going viral?
You guys, Justin Timberlake is going viral because he's not Chris Brown. Let's just say that. Can't catch a break. He was actually doing a show, trying to situate himself in the harness, and his pants get really tight in the nether regions, outlining his nether regions.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
Right? And now, everyone, the comments are brutal. The comments are literally
because it's not impressive, or what?
That's actually the best
the
way to say
comments
it.
are about
It is not impressive.
small pee-pee?
Yeah, it's
Is it really small or is it just the
it
way?
being micro, about how he is
way.
definitely not
Wait,
Chris
I
Brown.
need to see this.
It's not a camera angle. It's
No.
literally.
It's not a camera angle.
It's actually
video.
highlighted very well.
He's got a small pee-pee. That's a fact.
In this video, it appears as though
How embarrassing for JT, because this picture is not in his favor.
No.
He's bringing micro
if you
back.
want a little bit of entertainment, just go find one of those videos and read the comments. Just go
Oh
to the
my gosh!
comment
Wait,
section.
who is Justin Timberlake married to?
Jessica Biel.
Oh, poor Jessica.
Those are some of the comments.
Did you hear Peyton? She went, oh.
Yeah, poor Jess. Poor Jess.
Hilarious.
I know. And I'm like, that's very unfortunate
I feel
for
bad for
Justin
him.
Timberlake.
Hey, and Kim Kardashian got somebody else out of prison?
Yeah.
What is going on with her, man?
I know. She helped a New Jersey woman named Dawn Jackson get released from prison after serving 25 years. So this woman had started reaching out to Kim Kardashian when Kim started, trying to back people up and get them out for, bad sentences. So this woman actually stabbed a man to death. He was related to her. I think it was her step-grandfather or something like that. And her public defender told her to plead guilty to murder one at the time. And apparently she had been sexually abused by him for years and years and years and years. And so there was something that was it shouldn't have been murder one. It should have been something else.
Wow, I forgot that she passed the bar. She's a lawyer now. That's why she could do that, right?
I don't know if he's actually passed the bar yet.
she has yet.
I remember her taking it. I didn't know if she ever passed it
I
or
don't know
not.
if she ever passed.
That's
it,
wild.
yeah.
John Jane Rich, can I help you?
Hey, it's my mom's birthday today. She's turning 69, and I wanted to tell a funny story about my mother, her divorce, Benoit balls and bingo halls.
I love it. So you said loud balls and bingo halls? Is that what you said?
Benoit balls.
Oh, Benoit balls.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if this
And
is
bingo
safe for
halls.
work.
Wow. Okay.
What a great name for a book.
They are toys, I think, that women use, Peyton, that are very much like Kegels. Help you with your Kegel exercises, if you will.
Okay.
Keep them in there.
And you want to tell us this story
They
about
do
your
that as well.
69-year-old mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's hear about your 69-year-old mom and her Benoit balls and bingo halls.
You got our attention.
Yeah, which
That's
is a great
insane.
Christmas song.
Right. So today's her birthday.
Balls, Christmas halls.
It's Christmas time in the city. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's Christmas time somewhere. So my mom was going through a divorce. I was 20. We were trying to get her through it. I love her very much, but she's really funny. And I decided to take her to an adult store. And as we were going through the store, we came across the Benoit ball section. And she was trying to figure out what they were, and I was explaining them to her. And so, I'm telling her, like, you can do this for Kegels, you can do this for other pleasures, lots of fun things. And I watched this lovely lady at the counter go through the process of explaining to my mother all the wonderful places she could use these. And I'm dying. My mom's hilarious. She's asking questions. So fast forward a couple of weeks, and we're in a restaurant, and we go into the bathroom. Keep in mind, I'm in one stall, and my mother's in the other. And I hear her go to the sink, and she's washing her hands. And all of a sudden, this woman goes, "Do you know were there any bingo halls?" And my mom goes, "Oh, my God, I just learned about those and all the places you can put them." So I'm in a stall going to the restroom, minding my business, listening to my mother tell this little old lady who just wants to know where she can go play bingo, where there are what you can do with Benoit balls. And I'm dying. I walk out of the stall, and I'm at the sink. I'm like, I don't know her. I have no idea who this woman is. I don't know you. And I'm like, oh, this one poor old little old lady goes, I don't do that when I go to bingo halls. I just play bingo. And my mom looks at me confused. And I look my mother dead in the face. I said, "Ma'am, I think you misheard her. You might want to get your hearing checked. She asked you if you knew were there any bingo halls, not about your vagina."
Oh, my gosh.
I thought you were going to say one fell out.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
I thought you were going to say she's sitting there talking to a lady, all of a sudden.
No!
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, that's my Benoit ball.
That is perfect. So I'm going to have to play this back for my mom. I love her so much.
Well, happy birthday,
Thank
Mom.
you.
Happy birthday. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. John T. and Rich. Hi, Katie. Thank you for holding.
Hi, yeah, no worries.
What's up?
So I was pulled over for not having my tags up to date.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? I can't understand. You said I was told a verse today in my tag-along camp?
What?
That's what I heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Might want to get him to clean that earwax out one more time.
Can you say that again? What did you say?
Yeah, of course. I was pulled over for not having my tags up to date.
Oh, okay.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, all of us heard you the first time except for John Jay.
Okay. It sucked because I had renewed them on time like a few weeks ago, but since I'm at college, my stickers were mailed to my parents, and my mother didn't want to go and get more stamps, so she was just waiting for me to come home for Christmas to give it to me. But now I have to pay a $250 fine because my mother is cheap.
I thought if your tags are expired, they've got it in the system. Like if you actually did renew it when you were supposed to, it should be in the system, regardless of whether or not you have the sticker on there or not. That's what I thought.
One time I was coming into work one day and there was cop lights everywhere, and they'd pull over Rich.
And they took my car.
They took his car.
Why?
For what?
He didn't put the stickers on.
They didn't put the stickers on.
Oh my gosh. They repoed your car?
Yeah, it was in the parking lot.
That's so crazy because I've been pulled over for that before, and then I just had to go to court and prove that it was paid on time.
You look a little different than Rich.
That's right.
I would say to come, I'd pull out. Yeah, no problem. Here you go.
Wait, that's so crazy.
Drive fast. Drive fast.
John Jay came over on his phone. He's like, now you got to walk to work. I was in the parking lot, so I have to walk that far. But yeah, it was really weird. Pulled over in the parking lot, car gone, because yes, I paid for him, but I never put I forgot. And I didn't have any proof of it in my car.
Couple things,
That's
Katie.
crazy.
Couple things. Okay, here's why you got a ticket. First of all, it's your mom that's probably going to pay. Second of all, you obviously don't look like Kyle.
I don't look usually when I get pulled over, I always get a ticket. So that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, Katie.
If you're wearing that jacket, I'd give you a ticket.
Oh my gosh, stop
Is
it
that
right
a camo
now.
jacket? Here.
You are so drama.
Five tickets.
So, Katie, can you not give the bill to your mom? Because my mom and dad just took my car to LA and they got a toll ticket on my car, and it got sent to me, and I gave it right to them. I said, here's your bill. This is your fault.
Here's your bill for the car you bought me.
Actually, my grandma bought my car.
Seems legit.
Like Peyton for a second has an attitude as if it's the car she bought and let her parents borrow it.
I pay a car payment, okay? It is my car, and I'm not going to pay your $50 toll fee. That's not happening.
That's fair.
So, Katie, can you give the bill to your mom, or is she like, no?
No, I definitely am going to try. I'm going to be like, this is my Christmas present to you.
Merry Christmas. I paid your bill.
Here's a pretty bow.
That's a big Christmas present, too.
Parents, you should just pay it. How much stuff has your mom paid for you that she probably should have over the years?
$250 in this economy, Rich? That's like a trip to the grocery store and gas. Like, no way. You better make your mom pay that bill, Katie.
I'm definitely going to try.
Okay.
You're going to dress a million and try.
She's definitely going to try.
You can't. You really can't hear her.
You can. What's happening?
I don't know. Maybe I need to get my ears cleaned.
Yes.
I did go back to clean them with Q-tips because I can't handle it. I need to clean my ears.
Oh, that's what's happening. You're pushing the wax back down.
Wax back in.
Yeah.
Didn't you learn your lesson?
No, Q-tips are phenomenal, and I don't understand not using Q-tips to clean your ears.
They're phenomenal because you like the way they feel?
Yeah, I feel like I'm cleaning my ears.
Have you ever seen John Jay? He's done this for years and years and years, too. I think it's from having so many dogs around his house that he will put, like, the equivalent of his paw in his ear and go 1,000 miles an hour.
That's normal, isn't it?
No.
This isn't normal? You're like...
I've done that, but not normally.
Like he does
Only
it
when I
daily.
have like
that's
an ear
not
infection.
normal. That's not normal.
I do that all the time. I do this all the
It's
time.
violent.
That's
That
why
is
you're-
violent.
You're probably disrupting your eardrums, which is why you can't hear.
I can't hear.
That's why he's got like
Wow.
semi occasional hearing.
Maybe that's something. Katie, well, thanks for telling us your story.
Yeah, thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Drive safe.
Thanks, I will. You too.
Christmas wish.
Oh, I leave quite an impression. You just have to taste me when it's kissing you.
John Jane Rich. We're going to play a game. Emily's our contestant. Emily, hello.
Good morning. I'm so excited.
You're playing for, you want Phoenix Suns or you want Bryce Vine?
Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns, okay. Grant, what are we playing?
Well, it's a shame.
Uh-oh.
It still doesn't work.
Your microphone. I thought they fixed that microphone.
It worked earlier.
This is crazy.
Oh, my God.
Just come over here.
Don't come over to my microphone. I thought you get a little too cozy over there.
No, I can't hear you, Kyle.
Oh, my God. Kyle's microphone doesn't work now.
It's crashing and burning here, Grant.
Hello, can you hear me?
Unfortunately, you can still hear me.
Oh.
I don't know what's different.
Is her button on?
Yeah, of course it's on.
Press it again.
Kyle, talk.
Now try.
Hold on, Emily.
No.
Literally just had a whole show meltdown right now.
Hello, this is Kyle. This is Kyle's
That's
microphone.
Kyle after 3 p.m.
Yeah, hi, it's me. Hello.
Bummer. Okay, we can all share my.
Guys, I was just gonna say it's too bad Noah already put together the best of, because this break is making it before this even happens. So get ready. It's 4-second rule. I'm gonna give you 4 seconds to name 3 things in a category. And guys, Christmas is coming up. I don't know if you knew that. Right around the corner. So we're doing all Christmas. John Jay Van
You want to use
Kyle,
my
you're gonna have. Turns out she doesn't really need a microphone. She's that good.
John Jay will share his microphone with
She's that
Kyle,
loud.
but will not share it with you, Grant.
Fair, understandable.
Oh, believe me, just because Grant's over there sharing your microphone, and Kyle gets into my space.
All right.
Okay.
John Jay, are we ready?
Yeah.
4 seconds. John Jay, in 4 seconds, name 3 Christmas movies whose titles don't contain the word Christmas.
Die Hard. Santa Claus is coming to town. Frosty Snowman.
I will give it to you,
Pretty
John
good.
Jay. 1 point. Nice job. These are tricky. This first round is pretty tricky. Rich Barra,
Hi there.
in 4 seconds, name 3 Christmas cookies without chocolate.
Snickerdoodle, sugar cookie, and a peanut butter cookie.
Very nice. Very good. Rich Barra on the board with 1 point. Peyton Whitmore.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you go first.
We're very close here. All right, Peyton, in 4 seconds, name 3 terrible Christmas gifts.
Socks, pajamas, and food. Unless it's a gift card, but I don't want like a potato. You know?
Get it? No, nobody wants potato. Kyle Unfog.
Yep.
What's up? Hey, it's good to see you over there.
Hi, thanks.
That is kind of weird, isn't it?
Kyle, in 4 seconds, name 3 jobs for an elf.
Oh, making cookies, making toys, and working for Santa.
I'll give it to you. Peyton, can you flip your headphone out so I can hear?
Oh, here.
Yeah, just so I can hear. Emily. Hi, Emily.
Ready?
All right. Emily, in 4 seconds, name 3 things you need to wrap a present.
Tape, scissors, wrapping paper, ribbon.
Very nice. Emily on the board. Nice job. All right, round 2. John Jay, are you ready? All right. In 4 seconds, John Jay, name 3 places where a snowman would vacation.
Antarctica, Alaska, and Greenland.
I'll give it to
Maybe
you.
the Bahamas.
Nice job, John Jay, on the board again with 2 points. Rich Barra.
Yeah.
In 4 seconds, Rich, name 3 gifts that are hard to wrap.
A puppy, a kitten, and a house.
I'll give it to you. Nice job. We're coming in hot today. Big energy. Peyton Whitmore. In 4 seconds. In 4 seconds.
Peyton only gets 3.
Really throwing off my game here. In 4 seconds, Peyton, name 3 things you eat on Christmas morning.
Oh, pancakes and waffles and syrup and deliciousness and candy and all of the things you get in your stocking that Santa brings you.
I'm going to have pancakes. I love it. Very nice. This is a hot game. I think everybody's on the board. Kyle, are you ready?
Yep.
Kyle, in 4 seconds, name 3 gifts for mom.
Flowers, a necklace, a ring, a bracelet.
Nice, Kyle.
Addie, Easton, Scott, listen to this right now.
No, that's okay. I don't need any of those.
Emily, are you ready for this?
Yeah. Ready?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Emily, in 4 seconds, name 3 words that rhyme with snow.
Go, slow, go.
I'll give it to you. Nice job, Emily. You won Christmas.
All right. You won Christmas.
Yeah, you won Christmas.
You're
Go ahead and clip this for the best of next year.
You're going to the Phoenix Suns, Emily. Hold on the line, okay? We're gonna set you up. Yeah, our podcast today, our Afterwards podcast. We got the John J. Rich On Demand podcast, and then we have John J. and Rich Afterwards. We had some fun with some stuff, and then Noah put together his highlights for 2024, and it was pretty funny. So that's all up there. Kyle, what do you got coming up in 3 things we need to know?
I'll tell you why. You need to be aware, or really beware, of winter coating. It's a new dating term. You don't want to get winter coated. I'll tell you why next with John Jay and Rich.
Coffee in hand, earbuds on John Jay and Rich.
You're up.
Hello. Tactical difficulties. All right, Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
There's some new winter dating trends to look out for and be aware of. The first one is snowmanning, which is a trend where you're in a fling and the fling sort of melts away like a snowman either around the holidays or right after the holidays, right around springtime, just like a snowman. Snowmanning. There's also winter coating. You don't want to get winter coated. This is a trend where people reach out to old flames in the winter, much like they would an old coat. You don't want to be someone's old coat, that's for sure. And then this one I think is the worst so far that I've heard, and it's sledging. That is definitely one to look out for. It's when singletons drag someone along through the holidays with the intention of dumping them come New Year's.
Terrible.
Don't want to get sledged either. Okay. There is something called outfit stress, and apparently it is what is stopping Gen Z from attending company holiday parties. Peyton, did you get stressed out about that?
I literally was so stressed out, so I just wore something that I wear all the time.
Well, they said, listen, doesn't need to be super stressful. They said, while it does depend on your industry, experts say there are some definite do's and don'ts for what to wear to office holiday parties. For starters, just steer clear of anything too revealing. That means no low-cut necklines, no short skirts. Don't even think about wearing that backless dress, just something more appropriate. And while sexy outfits may be okay for some businesses, for the most part, just kind of steer clear for that because there's a time and place for that kind of attire. I'm super excited about this, you guys, because it's not playing. Yay! You guys, they're doing a Bluey movie.
Of course they are.
Live action or like cartoon?
A cartoon. It's going to continue the story of Bluey and her family. We all love. It's set to hit theaters 2027, and I'm sure it's going to be just as adorable. Now, the episodes on TV are kind of short, so I'm interested to see how the show hits like long form. But I love the show, and I think it's going to be adorable, and I'm very excited about this announcement. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Okay, wait. So when's it coming out? 2028?
2027.
Okay, so which one of your kids will be most excited about it?
Both of them.
But in 2027, will they?
Okay, so Addie will be 12. She might be too old for Bluey at that point. But I don't know. I'm not too old for Bluey, so we'll see.
Because I was very excited about the Dora the Explorer movie. Yeah. I thought my kids would like it, and I couldn't wait, and they were over it by the time it came out, but it was a really good movie.
I know, and it is. It's kind of far away. Like, that's 2.5 years.
You're going to be like, hey, the Bluey movie came out, so the movie sucks.
So nobody likes Bluey anymore, Mom. Get with it.
Yeah,
I
take
wish
me
they
to
were
the new
coming out
Fast and
sooner.
Furious movie.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.